We at times make it impossible for those who are living in sin to come back to God because of our attitude to them. Because we don't have plans for them to come back. A sinner is a very sick person. We should have zero tolerance for sin, but not for the sinner. We should struggle to banish sin in our lives, but not to banish the sinner. The first impression about leprosy, about the leper, is that he is somebody that we should not have contact with. There should be no closeness with the leper. We should have nothing to do with the leper. That's the impression. The impression will not be, oh, this is a sick person. This is somebody we should empathize with. This is somebody we should think of the best way to lift him up, to remove him from that condition. This is someone that is banished from the community and needs reintegration. What should not be done? Because of the stigma that surrounds the leper, because the disease is highly contagious. But Jesus went close to him, touched him, and said, I want to be cured. Sin is spiritual leprosy. We should not be finding every way of banishing the sinner. We should be banishing sin in our lives, but not the sinner. Our first impression about the sinner should not be, oh, this sinner, what has she come to do here? Has she come to spoil our prayer? Where is he going again? Spreading her sin, spreading his sin. Every sinner is a sick person that needs to be pitied. Jesus Christ's attitude to sinners. And we should learn from him. You remember his encounter with the Samaritan woman. You can imagine Jesus settling down with her, discussing with her. When the disciples came, they were surprised. What is he doing with this kind of woman? Does he know this kind of woman? But Jesus was busy discussing with her until that woman was helped. A sinner is a very sick person. Just as we should be strategizing on how to help the leper, we should be strategizing on how to help the sinner. If you check the instructions about leprosy in the scripture, there is nothing, there is no strategy on how to help them. The strategy is that they should be banished until they are healed. And who heals them? Only God knows. All regulations about how they should not have contact with those who are clean is what is in the scripture. But the regulations, strategies on how to help them, it's not in the scripture. So also, we may have regulations about sinners, how they should be treated, how they should be regarded. But maybe we don't have serious strategy on how to help the sinner to reintegrate into the society, to gain communion with the society. We at times make it impossible for those who are living in sin to come back to God because of our attitude to them. Because we don't have plans for them to come back. No visitations because of fear of the sin. No communication at all. And that makes it impossible for sinners to come back. And gradually, we lose them. We try to sever every communication with the sinner because he or she should be banished. Unlike Jesus Christ, who is sitting with the woman to help her out of her sinfulness. Our own is to castigate. Our own is to gossip. Our own is to spread the news about the sinner. And as long as the news is being spread, we make it impossible for that person to return. You remember the story I told us here? That I met someone at Mechanic Village. And I was discussing with him as he was repairing my car many years ago. And this person told me, "You are a priest?" But I said, "Yes." He said, "I used to be a Catholic." He promised me that he will come back. One day we were having adoration. He came back. And after adoration, I was happy to greet. I was there. One holy woman came around and looked at the man and said, hey, we know that all of you will come back one by one. Adoration must come back. As if I should remove the woman's wrapper and cover the man out of shame. And that was the first time I saw him in this church, and the last time I saw him.